Emma, a young graphic designer living in a bustling city, often felt like she was drowning in chaos. Her apartment overflowed with clothes she rarely wore, gadgets she barely used, and decorations that no longer brought her joy. Each day she felt increasingly overwhelmed, yearning for clarity and peace. One evening, while sipping her tea and scrolling through social media, Emma stumbled upon a documentary about people who chose simplicity over excess. They spoke about freedom from clutter, stress, and unnecessary obligations. Intrigued, Emma decided to make a bold decision. She would transform her life, step by step, into one of simplicity. The first step, decluttering her world. Emma began by tackling her overflowing wardrobe. With determination, she sorted her clothes into 3 piles. 1. Keep. Comfortable outfits she truly loved and wore often. 2. Donate. Clothes that no longer fit her style or needs. 3. Recycle. Worn-out items that could no longer be used. Every item she placed in the donate pile lifted an invisible weight off her shoulders. She realized how many things she owned that served no purpose in her life. By the end of the day, her apartment already felt brighter and more spacious. The next challenge was her digital clutter. Emma deleted unused apps, unsubscribed from marketing emails, and organized her files. For the first time in years, she felt a sense of control over her belongings, both physical and virtual. Embracing new habits. Emma understood that decluttering was just the beginning. To truly embrace simplicity, she needed to change her habits. She set 3 key goals for herself. Buy with intention. Only purchase what was truly needed. Spend wisely. Shift focus from material items to experiences. Live sustainably. Reduce waste and make eco-friendly choices. Her first challenge came quickly. Emma had always enjoyed treating herself to new clothes during online sales. Now she paused before every purchase and asked herself, will this add value to my life? More often than not, the answer was no. To support her new lifestyle, Emma began shopping at local farmers markets. She swapped pre-packaged meals for fresh ingredients and started cooking simple yet delicious dishes. She found joy in experimenting with recipes and savoring meals she had prepared herself. Balancing relationships and goals. One weekend, Emma's friends invited her for a shopping spree, a tradition they had enjoyed for years. Emma was torn. She cherished spending time with her friends, but didn't want to slip back into her old habits. After some thought, she suggested an alternative. How about a creative night at my place? We can cook together and play board games. Her friends were hesitant, but agreed. That evening turned into a memorable one, filled with laughter, delicious food, and meaningful conversations. Emma realized that connection didn't require spending money. It only required intention and presence. The struggles of change. Despite her progress, Emma faced moments of doubt. One day, she received an email announcing a massive sale at her favorite store. The urge to buy a trendy jacket was strong, but Emma reminded herself of her goals. Instead of giving in, she wrote in her journal about why she felt tempted and how she could find joy without the purchase. Another challenge arose when Emma's phone broke. While browsing new models at the store, she noticed the shiny, expensive options that promised countless features. But instead of giving in to the allure of technology, she opted for a simpler, budget-friendly phone. It did everything she needed without the frills. This decision became a turning point, reinforcing her commitment to simplicity. Discovering joy in creativity. Minimalism sparked a wave of creativity in Emma's life. She began decorating her apartment with handmade items, pressed flowers framed on her walls, a table centerpiece made of collected pebbles, and candles she crafted herself. These projects not only saved money, but also made her space uniquely hers. She also started spending her evenings doing activities she had once neglected, reading books, journaling, and practicing yoga. With fewer distractions, Emma rediscovered her passions and felt a renewed sense of purpose. A philosophy of freedom. Over time, Emma came to see minimalism not as a set of rules, but as a philosophy. It was about creating space for what truly mattered: her health, her relationships, and her inner peace. She discovered that joy wasn't in owning more, but in appreciating what she already had. A quiet morning with her sketchbook, a walk through the park, or a homemade meal with friends brought her more happiness than she had ever imagined. Reflections and resolutions. Looking back, Emma felt proud of how far she had come. The journey wasn't without its struggles, but each challenge had taught her something valuable. She realized that minimalism wasn't about perfection, it was about progress. Emma's life, once filled with chaos and clutter, was now defined by balance and intention. She no longer measured her worth by the things she owned, but by the experiences she cherished. Minimalism, Emma learned, was not just a lifestyle, it was a path to freedom. And with each passing day, she continued walking that path, creating a life of simplicity, meaning, and joy. Final thoughts. Emma's story shows that minimalism is not about deprivation, but about liberation. It's about choosing what truly matters and letting go of the rest. Her journey reminds us all that simplicity isn't just a trend. It's a way of living that brings clarity, balance, and happiness.